speed is already going, and action.
All right, let's go. What's up, Regent Royals? My name is Theydon Roles. I'm on the men's volleyball team, middle blocker, and today I'm here with Coach KT, coach of the women's and men's volleyball team.
Yep.
Excited, this is our first walk and talk ever.
It is. I'm so happy to be here, Theydon.
I'm excited to be here too. So I know you've had a lot of experience. When was the first time you ever played volleyball? Like, when did you first start playing professionally?
Well, I guess that would be when I was in the 7th grade. I tried out for the junior high team at my school, and I don't have a Michael Jordan story. I did make the team my first year, and it was amazing, and I guess the rest is kind of history.
So when did you first start coaching?
I started coaching when I was 16. I coached my first team. It was a rec league team, and we actually won the championship.
Wow, okay, that's awesome. So when did you first start coaching for Regent?
I started coaching for Regent 4 years ago. It was actually during COVID. So I took the job before I ever came on campus. All of my on-campus interviews got canceled because of COVID, because nobody was going anywhere. But yeah, so I've been here for 4 years, and I came here the month before I got married. Fun fact.
So that was a lot going on around that time.
There was so much going on.
So what are some things you've learned from coaching at Regent? Maybe like the top 3 biggest things.
That's such a good question. I think that our program being so young and just our department being so young, I've learned how to be adaptable. We've had to learn how to practice different places and stay locked in. I think that I have also learned a little bit about myself, in that now I don't just feel called to be a coach. I feel like during my time here, the Lord has shifted my calling, or at least my perspective of my calling. And now I feel more so called to just love the athletes that the Lord has entrusted me with, instead of just making them good at volleyball. I feel a tug on my heart that the Lord really just wants me to love them hard and to love them well. So that shifted my perspective a lot. And I think that I've also learned just how big the Lord is. He shows himself to me so evidently in so many things, whether it's in my personal life through the struggles that I've had as being a young coach and growing a young program, and also just the growth that I've seen here and seen within my life during my time here.
What are some of the biggest triumphs and biggest struggles you think the women's volleyball team had this year?
I think this year some of our struggles were in that we were young. We have this tendency to recruit really intelligent student athletes, and so they end up graduating quite quickly, which we're excited for, but so that leaves us in a space of just staying young all the time. And then we had a good amount of what we felt like just spiritual warfare kind of around our team this year. And so what I can say, kind of in the adversity, I also saw triumph. I saw these girls just mature so much spiritually and just really get bonded together in the Lord. During our last team talk before our game at the semifinals, we just had such a good devotional led by one of our leaders on the team, Eliana, and she just asked us to kind of share what the Lord had taught us this year, and it was just such a vulnerable moment that we all shared together, and you could just really see how much they all grew spiritually and together. And it was like, that to me felt like the biggest triumph of the year. I felt so emotional and just so humbled to be in that room with such mature, sweet young Christians. It was beautiful.
That's
awesome.
awesome.
It really was.
So I know one of your favorite things to do is recruit for both the women's and the men's team. So why do you love recruiting so much?
I am very relational, and I love building relationships with new recruits. I can kind of tell, I feel like most of the time during our first phone call, if that person's going to be a good fit for my personality as a coach or within the program. It normally takes a little bit more digging to be 100% confident, but I love just getting to know them and who they are and where they're at in their relationship with Christ and why they love volleyball. That's one of Coach Jean's favorite questions is why volleyball? Why do you love volleyball so much? So just really building the relationships with them. And then I love the opportunity to get to travel to new cities to recruit. That's always fun too.
Traveling sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I can't wait personally. You know, men's volleyball, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, Philly, here we come.
Philly cheesesteaks, that's gonna happen, right?
It's gonna happen.
I'm making sure.
You have my word.
All right, that's good. So kind of transitioning from that to the men's volleyball team, what do you think? Well, first of all, whose idea was it for men's volleyball team within the region program?
That was definitely Coach Allen, and he had some young men come to him, really asking and pushing, probably some of the young men that are on the team right now that just wanted this to happen. And men's volleyball is pretty big in the Virginia Beach area, so it's pretty, it makes sense for the region.
Yep. Yeah, it's true. And Virginia, definitely the coastal regions, get more and more teams, kind of get more of a presence. So I'm definitely glad region finally kind of got onto that. Now we're here, so it's exciting. So kind of going off of that, what do you think is going to be one of regions or the men's team biggest like struggles this year, like as we go on to, as we get into the season here in a second?
Yeah, I think just probably the inexperience that we as a group have in the college world. So, you know, all of you guys have had experience playing on different levels, and I've had experience coaching on lots of different levels, but only one person right now on the whole team has any experience playing men's volleyball at the college level.
Right.
So I think that's going to be, I view it as a big opportunity for growth. I don't view it as it's going to be a struggle. I view it as a big opportunity for growth. You know, we're all about that healthy speech.
Right, healthy speech. What are you looking forward to kind of with that for this upcoming season?
So since I decided that I wanted to be a college coach, or since I felt that calling on my life, I have always been excited about the opportunity of starting something from the ground up.
Right.
So I'm excited about being able to build this rock solid foundation that is going to be built upon for years to come. So I guess I'm excited just about the fact that it's the beginning. It's brand new. There's nothing that has been before us. We get to do it all our own way and set our mark on this cool thing that will be here for long after we're gone, I'm sure.
Here's another question. Who's your favorite player on the men's volleyball team?
It has to be Theydon, for sure.
Thank you. I did not see that coming. But
you're the favorite player on campus, period. Hands down.
Thank you.
Fan favorite, for sure.
Did not see that coming, but I appreciate it. So to kind of wrap this up, I know you talked a little bit about the struggles of the women's team and the spiritual journey. For you personally, like how has your spiritual journey with Christ influenced volleyball and your passion for volleyball?
I think when I felt that shift, it was 2 summers ago now, I felt that shift on the Lord telling me that I'm not just here to coach these young people, I'm here to love them. So that really shifted me, and it shifted my relationship, not just with the athletes, but it shifted it with the Lord. And then this year I was explaining to the girls in that meeting that we had before our game, how this year I really feel that I've learned what it means to fear the Lord. I just see his power, and it's not a scary thing. I was telling them I hope that everybody can learn to understand what that means. Like, I'm not scared of him, but I see how awe-inspiring he is and how he has his hand in every single work, and that makes me feel safe. But I respect him just so big. Like, I look at these trees and I think about the fact that the Lord made these things, and he's massive and he controls all things. So that is really what I've learned the most and what has had the most impact on me, especially in this past season.
Right, definitely gotta take that with us into this upcoming season. I think this might get a little dicey at some point.
Yeah.
We'll see. Looking forward to it. All right, I did have a question about regionals. I think I'm gonna skip that though for now.
Okay, that's fine.
To a really important question. What do you think about Rex?
Oh, I love Rex.
You have to legally probably say that before, I don't know if that has to do with the contract, but it's okay. You can speak your own thought too.
No, I love Rex. I think it's so neat. I like that we're still the Royals. I felt like that was really important, and we had begun to brand that really well. But I love Rex. I love, in my head, the representation of the Lord's coming back on this noble white stallion, and so that's how I see it in my head. So I love Rex.
Yeah, I like Rex too. I won't put that out there. I was kind of joking here. I do like Rex. So Please, Chris, I like Rex. Okay? The high command, whatever. I love Rex. I never said anything bad about him. So
If he goes missing, we know why.
All right, well, Coach KT, thank you so much for your time, for sharing about the journey. I look forward to this upcoming season, men's volleyball. This is Theydon Roles signing off for now. Go Royals.